Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you tune in. I'm your local shaman, Lady Lighthouse, and welcome to the Light Network. Today we are, or at least this afternoon stream, it's just chill vibes. Chill vibes, got some relaxing music going on in the background, and I like recovering from a very busy weekend of company. So, no offerings at this exact moment. But I wanted to come on and stream, hang out, do some games that are light and easy and interesting, and so we can hang out, chat. And there's like a tag on my thing that I'm holding. There we go. Hang out, chat, cough, and just yeah, you know, spend some time together. So let me adjust my screens real quick. Maybe. If they'll let me. Things for whatever reason it's like it's not going. Okay, well. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's not what we want. Hold on. What? There we go. Weird. We're gonna move myself around. There we go. Let's do it. Alright, yeah. Like I said, I was just gonna play some random ass games that are light, easy, kind of fun on the brain for myself. Well, I'll figure out where to put you. Trying to make it fit. These are things I didn't really test before getting on here. I was just like, just do it. Here, we're queer. We're gonna have a good time. But yeah, like I said, I had a busy weekend. We had company where we had a bunch of people over to pretty much it's our quarterly LAN party, LAN. So we just get a bunch of people over. Everyone brings their computer set up in our rec room, and we game all weekend. Everyone left Sunday morning, and I had my I set up at a holistic fair all day Sunday, yesterday, which was great. It was a good turnout. It was just the back-to-back company with going and being and like then going and doing things. I was just like, the house is not totally put back together yet, but we have someone who comes and helps us clean like once or twice a month, and so she'll be here tomorrow, and I'm like, yeah, I'm letting today just kind of be the chill recharge day, and tomorrow I will focus on like all the rest of the things of the laundry and whatnot that needs to be caught up on from the weekend. But good time. Because the other part of me was like, I could work on videos too, but I don't really want to work on videos right now. So here we are. Doing Sudoku. I also don't know if this is one that would tell me if I got it wrong. Yes, let me... It would, okay. That's not what I meant. used to play Sudoku a bunch on my phone. I had to remove Sudoku, and I had to remove what was the other game? I don't know. There was another game that I played on my phone a bunch, and I just had to remove the games from my phone because I was like, I don't want to be on my phone all the time. I don't want to carry my phone on me all the time, and so one of the things that helped was removing games, and then also I don't sleep with it by me anymore unless, like this weekend I did because of company and everything else I did. Did I? Yeah, I think I did. I don't know. Your girl's tired. Moral of the story is, I was gonna say, I just don't sleep with my phone by me much anymore, and it's been nice. It's a little bit weird to get used to since I slept with my phone as my clock for, gosh, pretty much since I left high school. I've had my phone by my bed every night, and so it definitely, which is just crazy to think about, but it's been an adjustment, but it's a good adjustment. It's a healthy adjustment, because then when I wake up in the morning, I sometimes still think about reaching for my phone, which that's how you know that addiction was bad. We're to the medium. Okay. That's how you know the phone addiction was bad, is if even without it, there's still a part of me that's like, I want to reach for it. But it'll go away over time. And it gets easier. And it's a good reminder to, check in with myself first and foremost when I wake up of what do I need, what do I want to do, before just reaching for my phone and looking at what everyone else is doing on the internet or in their lives or what they're displaying on their socials. It's okay. It's probably healthier for me to check in with myself before checking in on literally everyone else. I will say though, this weekend, let me drink. This weekend was just it was a nice weekend. We've been hosting LANs once a quarter for at least 2 years now, maybe 3 years. And when they first started, I kind of was awkward. A lot of them were my husband's friends, they met through his work primarily. It's either my husband's friends or my husband's friends that have just come into the group, or past coworkers or whatever else. But when we first started, I was way more in host mode, and also unsure of, I don't know, I was way more unsure of myself, I guess, in the setting, and going and playing games, and they were playing more other games, or they'd only play 1 or 2 games that I enjoyed playing, so I would not spend the whole weekend gaming down there with them. But this time, I don't know, some combination of me being where I'm at in my own healing journey and self-confidence and just owning who I am and what I'm doing, and the amount of the different games we played, I was gaming all weekend, all weekend with them, and so much so that it was I was gonna go dancing Friday night, and I decided not to. I decided to stay in game, so that's a good sign. Hey Void Thought, good to see you again. Welcome in. But I was definitely very grateful. I felt like I got to know everyone a little bit more this weekend too. nice. It was a nice time. There we go. But I am excited because I've been working on... I like keep my eyes peeled for different vending events and everything that are local and coming up, and so I have quite a few on the schedule. I don't know if I'll get to the point where I'm going to do one like every weekend or not, because I do like the occasional weekend stream. But I don't know. At least we'll be doing... I have 3 events in August right now scheduled, and 2 in September, maybe 3 in September. I'm doing tarot today. Not right now. I don't know if I'm gonna come back on later and do some more like tarot offerings. Right now it's just kind of chilling, hanging out, doing some easy on the mind or easy on the on the eyes games. I'm recharging and just talking about life. I'm just hanging out in the tarot category because it's just like, this is my community. Hey, thank you for the resubscription, Lightseeker. I don't know if you are here, if that auto did it, but thank you, nonetheless. I should mention too oh my gosh, you are here. Speaking of being here and you using the little emotes, I made a couple new ones and they got approved. So I got this cute, hold on. Let me make him big, because he's worth seeing. Look at him. Yeah. I was working on emotes last week, or like last Thursday or Friday or something. I don't know. Sometime over like before people got here Friday, I was working on emotes. Thank you. But I really love this like little yellow blob guy, like so cute. I will share. I am overall well. I'm tired. I have some sleepies today. I need to catch up on some sleep, but I will be on holiday next week, so I won't have my normal stream schedule next week, but we will resume normal activities the second week of August. So, or I might expand my hours after that, but how are you doing, Lightseeker? Yeah. There's a lot of anxiety in the air. Even yesterday when I was doing my offering, I was doing trapped emotional clearings at the event, and there was a lot of anxious energy coming up in like the chest and the shoulders. Always go back to grounding if you can, or that boxed breathing. Yeah. It'll get better. It'll go away. It'll get to the point, like, it can definitely get to the point where, like, yeah, you might have anxious thoughts or anxious moments, but that's natural. It's just Gotta break that. Gotta break out of that like constant feeling. But you got this. It's possible. I believe in you. I had there. Wasn't paying attention. I had a trippy ass night last night. And I feel like sharing it somewhat. So I've been watching the show Person of Interest. I think I've talked about it a little bit, but it's basically about a machine that is able to predict like threats to national security versus non-relevant threats, which are more like someone's gonna get hurt. Oh, sure I don't have. Okay. Yeah, okay, so the threats to national security, it's like there's this machine that they've created. Or like I said, the show is about the machine. And last night, I woke up in the middle of the night around like 3:45. My dogs were stirring, and I was having this weird dream where I saw like a DVD player, and it was like one of those like silver DVD players that had like a cassette tape, not cassette tape. Oh my gosh. Like I want to say VCR, VHS. What is it? VH? Yes, okay. A VHS tape. It was like one was a VHS thing and one was a DVD player on it. And it like the DVD part tray was like totally taken out, and then there was like a floppy disk, and it was like the floppy disk was placed, which is hilarious. It was just like this black floppy disk was placed where the DVD would go, and it's like installed into the system, and then all of a sudden how do I even describe what I experienced? Like I felt like I was in the show. Like I felt like I could hear the characters talking as if I was just like right there in the show. And even when I woke up from my dog stirring, it was still going on in my mind. Like usually when you wake up from a dream, it kind of like the dream quickly fades. Like no, I was still actively experiencing the sensation or like what was happening in that scene that I was seeing. As I was like trying to be here and figure out what my dogs were kind of stirring about. And they ended up just needing to go into the bathroom, but I was just like, what is happening? Like, am I safe? Like, oh my gosh. And it was okay. Like, the dogs just needed to go to the bathroom because we gave them bones over the weekend, and one of my dogs is allergic to a lot of things. So we just learned that her body didn't digest the bone very well, or like the bit that she got. That's probably more details about that than you really need. But anyways, the dream itself was super trippy. Like it felt very much like I was, I don't know, experiencing something that was like yet to happen, or I was about to happen, or I was in the scene of it happening. So I don't know. We'll come back to that in a few weeks to see if that pops up, and if I end up watching the show, because I've been getting deja vu recently a lot again, but I've noticed that the deja vu that I'm getting, it's like I get the deja vu, but I also am able to recognize that like yes, I recognize this scene or this whatever is happening in front of me, but there's some element in the scene that's slightly off. I can tell that there's something different than what I thought that this was gonna be or what was gonna be. So I don't know. Cool things, but welcome in, Scorpio. Good to see you again. It's been a while. And welcome back, DFX Hots. Glad to see everyone. Flash, see your words. So that's what I got for trippy dreams. Feel free to share your trippy dreams. I love talking about dreams. But that was what was happening for me last night, and why I'm a little bit tired today, because I ended up going into like a meditation or like a transcribing some messages that were coming through. That was alright. Hope the sun isn't burning me this summer. Yeah, your girl's been staying inside a lot. It's been so hot. But I'll probably get tan next week, so. Been in hell and now trying to climb out. You got this. I believe in you. You stay away from all this from some time after your spiritual episode. Trippy dreams are fun. Yeah. Yeah, it's good to remember, like, it's fun to have the experiences or go through the different experiences, but then it's also good to remind ourselves that, you know, we are human, and reground and just remind ourselves that, you know, let's enjoy our lives too. Like, don't get too wrapped up in the spiritual ethereal realm at times. Yeah. The DFX, I have there's some distant Reiki videos on my YouTube channel that's like a meditation and Reiki playlist that has some distant Reiki to help with like heartache and heartbreak depending on what it is you're going through, but that I invite you to check those out if that interests you. Because Reiki is timeless, so you can tune into those as many times as you want. Just kind of allow yourself to receive. Oh, I just zoomed way down. You're welcome. Like, do I have it pulled up? I might have it pulled up. Here, I can link you to the playlist. Go. Meditations and collective Reiki shares. You can choose kind of your length. There's one long, like, deep relaxation one that's an hour, but all the rest of them are typically under 20 minutes, under 15 minutes. Scorpio, you said no sleep, but had a weird experience. IRL. Tell me more. Tell me more, if you'd like, anyway. 4. Oh, I forgot about 4. Or maybe I didn't forget about 4 and I just only did it part of the way. What a kind message. I love to see it. my arm a little bit. Yeah, if anyone's new lurking, welcome. Welcome back. You're lurking again. Glad to have you. Just hanging out. Sending you, hold on, here you go. So much love and light. I met a homeless person who reminded you of your late brother. Hmm. I mean, you don't have to keep talking about it if it's gonna, like, if you want, or if you don't want to, you could say, you know, I'm good, I'm done. But my question, if you're open to answering, Scorpio, is was the triggering part because they look like your late brother, or was the triggering part because of the conversation that they wanted to talk to you about? But if you say, no, I'm good, then I'll drop it. We can move on. Hey, G-Rock, good to see you. Oh, I like the Pride Wing emote. I mean, the other ones are cute too, but I like the rainbow wing. It's pretty. Hmm. Have you been able to cope with that interaction? Was that experience yesterday or today? 12 hours ago. Okay, so very fresh. Hey, Talamir, welcome to chat. Going well, how are you? We're a little sleepy today, so I'm not doing offerings at this exact moment, but we're just hanging out. Oh, but pretty okay. We'll take it. 12 hours ago. Yeah. How are you, Scorpio? How are you navigating that? Do you feel like you need help, or you feel like you got it? Are you getting sound now, G-Rock Blues? Cool. uh, maybe Spirit just didn't want you to hear whatever part of that conversation I was having. But I'm glad you always pop in, Robin, when you're on your lunch break. Nice to see you. How are the readings going? Like in general on stream? Like in person? Stream wise, they're going well. They're enjoyable. I do offerings. I've been finding a good balance. Ah, an ad. What did I click? I've been finding a good balance of like doing offerings versus doing just like other conversations or having other conversations on stream. And so it's been nice. I really like doing them on like Thursday nights in the evenings. At least that's kind of like when I do kind of my like core let's do like a reading hour, or not reading hour, but couple reading, not couple, oh my gosh. My brain is a little mushy from my lack of sleep. It's fine. Yeah, I'm not doing them at this exact moment. I open the, you'll see, I definitely, okay. I will find a complete sentence here momentarily. What am I trying to say here? I am not doing them at this moment, no. But do follow along if you don't already. Because I typically hang out in the tarot stream because I do readings a lot. And so this is kind of the community that I found that's the most like open and interested in hearing the conversations I have to say. So I'm glad you're doing all right, Scorpio, or you're navigating. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, I hang out in tarot because it's just, I like you all. And this is just where it seems good. Seems interesting. And since I do readings a lot, it's a nice area to come hang out. Come chat about all things tarot, spiritual, otherworldly, healing, growth, love, you know, life improvement, all the things. Y'all are my people. No, I didn't continue with ASMR. I had tried that 1 or 2 times and it just like didn't feel right. And so now I kind of like incorporate like mini like Reiki, like distant Reiki shares or mini meditations into regular streams. If I feel like it's coming into the space, I'll do like a, you know, under 15-minute mini meditation or mini Reiki share. But, oh my gosh, hold on. Yeah. I could do that as a, there's one on that playlist that I shared not too long ago. It's like the 1 hour, there's like a honey meditation that's like an hour long. You don't need actual honey for it, but it was one meditation that I recorded when I was trying to do the ASMR streaming category, I guess. So, if you want to check it out, you can. But, yeah. It is called... Hold on. Here you go. Experience deep relaxation through honey meditation, 1 hour long. That's an option for you if you want to experience what that was like. You're welcome. Like I said, that playlist, the Meditations and Collective Reiki Shares playlist, I add to it. I'd say all the time. I have to go pull some more out of some of the recent VODs. And sometimes I'll do individual ones, but They're always there. Always there. Da-da-da. To this. I felt like I had something else to say in there, but it's gone. It'll come back if it needs to. But I have like the song tell me more, stuck in my head. Or like the little jingle. I don't know any other words than tell me more. It just takes some time. Little girl in the middle of the ride. I don't think I've actually ever seen the movie Grease, if I'm honest. Is that blasphemy? I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen the movie The Notebook. Am I missing out? I've seen Footloose, but actually I saw Fit when I think I was in elementary school or maybe middle school. We took a field trip because I was from Wisconsin, but I was close enough to the Twin Cities in like the Minneapolis St. Paul Twin Cities. And we took a field trip somewhere into the Twin Cities, I think, and we got to see Footloose live on stage. And so that I saw that version of Footloose before I actually saw the movie Footloose. And so for me, I'm like, no, the original is the the live version I saw. Do you no longer like the idea of musicals now? Because I freaking love musicals. give give me a sing along. Give me a sing along movie, musical, whatever. Like, yes. Like The Greatest Showman. So good. I was like, I keep clicking on 7, but I already found all the 7s. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. I was like, could I guess and get it right? Or if it would tell me if I'd got it right or not. Alright, gotta do some more deductive reasoning here. Since all of my easy freebies are done. Ah! Why do I keep clicking on the ad? I haven't played Sudoku in like weeks. Is that true? I think that's true. I have a paper Sudoku book now. Since I was trying not to be on my phone so much, my husband went out and bought me some like paper Sudoku puzzles as well as like word searches. I am a proper babushka now. I love it. Yeah. Oh, here we go. You're always on that paper game. Uh-huh. That's the way. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I like it. I was watching it, so I like watching the random when I do doom scroll on my phone. I like watching little comedy like shorts and things. But I saw something that came across my feed that was like this Irish woman um, that was like talking about witches and their favorite trees. And I'm gonna totally butcher this. It's not gonna be that funny with me explaining it. But it was just basically this individual like being like, hello, you gorgeous bitch, and like talking to their favorite tree, and it's like hugging it, and it's like, yes, yes. And I have never related to a reel so hard. I don't necessarily classify myself as a witch, but I do have a favorite tree that is in my yard, and her name is Lucinda, and she is my support tree. She is a Honeycrisp apple tree. She doesn't know how to make fruit yet, though. We had a talk this spring, so we'll see if she gets it together next year. I got her some I got some like fungal spray because I think she's kind of having some issues with fungus. Hence the name fungal spray. But yeah, Lucinda. Lucinda, my Honeycrisp apple tree. And how did the tree try to kill you? Why you gotta judge everybody else? Take a look around. Ain't nobody. Maybe a loser, but at least I'm not alone. I was locking the back door. Very large. Oh my gosh. Came flying right at you. Or like the live wire came flying right at you. Did you have to jump to get out of the way? I bet. I bet. Yeah, where our house was growing up, we had a bunch of really tall pine trees, and we lived in an older house for a while. My dad has since remodeled it, but or like since I've grown up. But when I was a child, it was an older house, and every now and again, like a tree would, like a big pine tree or big pine branch would like break one of our big windows that was like facing the lake. This Wisconsin has a crap ton of lakes. And so I grew up on a lake. But anyways, we had all these big trees, and one of my dad's like thing that he always said was like, you know, he hoped that a tree would fall on the house during a big storm so that way he could remodel it. So I grew up with most of my life afraid of a tree falling on the house. And I now live... Oh my gosh, that was from Wisconsin too. Oh. It's like I now live somewhere where a lot of young trees, because it's a newish neighborhood, but we do have one like big old oak tree behind our house that I haven't done the math on it, or like the trigonometry on it to see like how tall it actually is, but I do fear when that one comes down that I think it would hit the house. I think if it comes down in the right way, it could hit our house. But I think it would, like, it might only take out like the corner of the house. Like, I don't think it's big enough to fully reach all the way over the house. I don't know. I don't wish that day upon myself, though. But I hear you. I hear you. I'm very grateful to live in a neighborhood where our power lines are underground. It's no bueno. I could. Yeah. But that requires hiring someone who is willing to climb up to the top of the tree and give it that kind of trim. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be alright for right now, but that is an option. No, no. I had a memory pop up on my feed today where I was like, I think it was like, how old am I? It was back on my 19th birthday. I jumped out, like I went skydiving with my mom and my older brother. And I remember I had a great time. I would gladly jump out of a plane again, to be honest. With a parachute, I should add. But I remember afterwards I was like, oh my gosh, that was such a rush. Like, I'd totally do that again. And I think I was trying to get my now husband to go with me. I don't think that is up his alley. And that's okay. Okay. It's a good time. I mean, it's exhilarating, but it's also super short. Like, when you jump out, and I think I have a video, like I think there's a video somewhere on YouTube of my jump, because I know we did the media package of like, yeah, let's record it. Oh goodness. Did I say my goodbyes? Nah, I was just like, I'm going to jump out of plane, guys. See ya. Yeah, I didn't have a will in place or anything at that time. I only recently got to put a will in place. I'm just curious if other people are watching me do this Sudoku puzzle and they're just like getting to remove the pencil mark from somewhere, or I know whenever there's a hold on, there's a game, because one of the lands we did like an archipelago LAN where everyone got to play like their own individual game, but they're all tied together, and so they to like help other people progress, like you had to progress and try to find items in your game that would get sent to other people in their games to help them progress. And one of the games you could do was play Sudoku and like give other people hints. So I would do that. And then if someone else got stuck and needed to wait, they would go and do some Sudoku puzzles. But I remember I was like trying to teach my husband how to do some of the like harder ones, and I remember being like, like, you need to erase, like you gotta use the pencils and you gotta erase. You went on a new roller coaster and didn't impress you? I haven't been on a roller coaster in a long time. Was it expensive to jump out of a plane? I don't know, what do you classify as expensive? Like it was more than $100, but it was less than 500. Like I think it was, how much was it? Like I said, I got the media package, but I think it was from 19. I was like, I think it was less than $300. I don't know. I honestly don't remember. That was so long ago. And also, you know, inflation, so I'm sure it's way more than that now. We went to a place just northeast, I think it's northeast of Cincinnati, Ohio. It was like startskydiving.com, something like, I think. I don't know. It was a little bit of a drive to get there, but it was fine. Okay. Yeah, what's expensive for one person and what's worth it for another, or like a steal for another, is like, I don't know. Give me your range. Oh, I'm afraid of heights. I'm just afraid of heights if I'm not strapped in. Like, I really want to go to like I really want to go to Yosemite and like hike to the top of El Capitan, or El Capitan, however you pronounce it. And but there's definitely a part of me that's like that, because you kind of get that whole like call of the void situation when you're up high looking over an edge. So I definitely think there's a part of me that would like get to the top and be like, this is cool as heck, and then also be like, I need to make sure I don't walk near the edge. But I love mountains. But mountains don't, I mean, I guess mountains do have sharp cliff faces. There we go. I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship, or a balanced relationship with heights. Now the ocean, that's a different story. I will see the ocean again soon. We will see how I feel about it then, but it's I feel like I have a healthy respect for the ocean. Just like for a really long time I was afraid of the sky. Let me clarify. I don't mean I was afraid of like clouds and the sun. It was more of I was afraid of like the infinite vastness that is outer space. uh, Because there was one time I was at a wedding. It was like a beach wedding, and I was out walking on the beach late at night with some of the other bridal party, and one of the guys just like started talking about how we're so small in this universe and how his life meant nothing or our lives mean nothing, and he found a lot of wonder in that and excitement, and I remember hearing that at that time and being like, bro, what the fuck like I got really like anxious listening to it. I didn't say it out loud to him, but internally I was like trembling. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't want to think about this. And now here I am in my own little world over here. Talking about it again. Ones give you migraines, hearing loss. That's interesting. Gotta. They do say you gotta like acclimatize yourself if you're used to being closer to sea level, going up into the mountains. Yeah. I'm all about facing my fears. Whenever I start to be afraid of something, I am very much someone that's like, nope, I am not gonna let that control me. I don't like letting fear control me. So I will usually do something to combat that. Which I know is a different approach than others. But it works for me. And then you realize, you know, no. Oh, okay. Then you realize that it's not that bad. Usually. Which was my biggest fear? What is my biggest fear? What has been my biggest fear? Well, I feel like my top three were like spiders, heights, and the ocean. And it's like spiders, I still don't like them, but I'm not like, you know, deathly afraid of them. Now I'm just kind of like, get out of the house. Granted, I mean, I've held the tarantula once when I was younger. I don't want to go or necessarily find myself surrounded by like those giant wolf spiders or whatever they are in Australia. Like, that's okay. You guys can keep them there. Heights, I jumped out of a plane. Ocean, I've been to the ocean. I've been on cruises before, or a cruise before. So, like, I'll go in the ocean. I just, you know, have a healthy bit of, well, and also, like I said, outer space, but I don't see myself, you know, becoming an astronaut anytime soon. But I don't want to find myself stranded in the ocean by myself. Like, that's okay. But, you know, I'll face my fear enough to get on a cruise or to be on a beach on the side of an ocean. Slash, I'll get in the water. My desire to be in water overcomes my fear of fear of the ocean. But I will say, I remember the first time I flew over an ocean and I was like, I think I had to just like not look. I was like, I can't. It's like this needs to be at like nighttime or something. Like I don't wanna see what I what I can't see. I wanna have eyes on land, or at least I can see the land. Scuba diving? I don't know. Am I afraid to scuba dive? Yeah, probably a little bit because of I don't think I'm afraid of the fish per se. I've seen enough videos and things, and I've done like I've gone snorkeling before. I think my fear with scuba diving probably comes from, or like what comes up when I think about it right now is like running out of oxygen out of the tank, or the what happens to you if you don't, or like if you try to come back up too quickly. Like you can, I don't remember what it's called. It's like a nitrogen poisoning, or it's like some sort of like poisoning or action that happens to your body if you try to, if you like deep dive and then try to come back out of the water too quickly. Something happens in your blood and can kill you. So that's another one that I'm like, I have a healthy respect for that. For those people that are willing to do that. Are you afraid of scuba diving? Does anyone else want to share their fears in the chat? uh, but again, if you're new here, welcome. Glad to have you. That wasn't the one I wanted to hit. Yeah, let's get to know each other. Who else has fears? Great question. Well, it's not that I want you to be afraid. It's just more of, you know, if you know what you're afraid of, you can overcome it. If you want to overcome it, that is. Like, I went to, oh, what's it called? Unleash the Power Within by Tony, like a Tony Robbins event last year. One of the things we did was we walked on, it was like, they chalk it up to being like, oh, you walked across fire, you walked on fire. You're walking, I mean, technically, I guess that is true, but it's hot coals. And so I did that, and I did not get burned. I did it in almost an hour as I was talking. To walk across hot coals was interesting. Cause you do a lot of like prep work and priming and like get yourself in like in basically like a meditative state where you're like sending, they don't call it this, but the like energy work behind it is like you're basically like sending energy, you're like creating like an energetic barrier around yourself with like the words and everything you're doing. But they're like, and you practice a lot, because like as soon as you're like in the situation, your body, if you didn't practice, you might freeze, and they're like, they don't want you, like that's the worst thing you could do is freeze. If your body goes into survival and it goes into freeze mode, like no, you got to practice enough that your automatic response is like you know, take a deep breath, keep going. But I do remember when it was my time. It's like as you're like walking up to the coals, you're like, yes, 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 I got this, yes. Just saying yes a bunch of times, and then I think it's like 10 feet. It's like 8 to 10 feet that you walk across coals, and I remember because it was cold as shit out, and we walk outside barefoot. So your feet are cold, and then all of a sudden your feet touch the hot coals. And I remember having that like realization on my face come across where I was like, oh, I am walking across hot coals right now. And it was just like, and my feet suddenly feel warm. Don't stop. And so it's just like, keep going, get to the other side, and then they hose off your feet just in case like your toes picked up any coals, and then you can walk off. And honestly, the most painful part was walking barefoot back into the stadium that we were in so I could get my shoes and socks because of the gravel that was on in like the parking lot or like the pavement walking back. Like that was the worst part. The coals themselves, other than like being minorly shocked, maybe more than minorly, moderatively shocked that, oh my gosh, this is what I'm doing right now, wasn't that bad. I think my husband got like one or two little like blisters on the bottom of his feet. He didn't burn super bad, but I think he happened to get like a coal on a toe. Yeah, yeah, very much so. It's like keep moving, you'll be all right. Mm. Gotta use more of my brain power for this game. Hold on. Hello. I'm doing well. A little sleepy, but we're hanging in there. How are you? I know that. Darn it. I'm not doing readings at this particular moment. I haven't decided if I'm gonna come back on later and do some readings, but we're just kind of hanging out and chatting about whatever comes to mind. I appreciate it. Yeah, but do come back again. And I will say, for people tuning in and kind of lurking, I will be on holiday next week, so there'll be no offerings next week, but we'll be back to normal schedule that the following week. So you get me this week, off a week, and then I'll be back. Hey, good job. I was gonna guess saggy next, so we would have got there. Oh gosh, that was not what I wanted to do. Alright, well I may or may not have to try not to see what you have to say about the game. I always start, for whatever reason, oh gosh, is this one that I can't? Okay, here we go. I really like starting with climb and stare. Yeah, so there's the Wordle, that's one. There's the Durdle, which is you have to, I guess is the same word on both of them, but you're trying to solve both at the same time. And then there's the Quirtle, which is 4. Yeah, I mean, you have to get both words in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guesses. So the hints down here, it's like, okay, I got this word is gonna have an S, an L, an I in it. The S and I in the right spot, but the L has to be in one of these two. This one has a Y in it, but none of the other letters that I've guessed, and so that's how they're depicted down here. So it's like, this is the right word, this is in the left word. I have it in the right spot, I don't have it in the right spot. Alright, so I got the one on the left. Now I have 3 guesses to get the one on the right. My remaining letters. Take some time. Like, I want to say phony, but I know that's not, like, I've already used the letters. Hey, Tanya, dear. Okay, let me do one more guess on my own, and then I'll take yours. Let me try one more. Or at least try. But I appreciate you being unconscious. Grandma Core, thanks. Like, hold on, dear. Give me a second. Let me think about it. Ooh, oh, hold on. That was such a... I thought that was such a good guess, and there's no O's. Alright. Alright, the poets guy. Your word have an F in it? Could it be fuddy? Fuzzy? Ah, it was fuzzy. Alright. Nice. Well done. I'm doing well, Tanya. How are you doing? Okay. Not really showing you how many guesses we got very clearly on this one. We're just getting lots of ads, but it's gonna be fine. Does this not show you my keyboard? Doesn't show you the keyboard. Hold on. There we go. Now we're talking. I hear you, Tanya. I feel like with the like new moon that came and everything else just kind of happening in the world, a lot of us haven't been sleeping very well. I will share. I shared it earlier, but I'll share it again. This like playlist that I have. YouTube, that's my like a collection of meditations and like distant Reiki shares. So this way you can stay, or like you can click on any of them if any of it resonates. Just kind of like help yourself receive some love, light, and support wherever you are. Gotta stay up to hunt in the moonlight. Well, the new moon means there's not really any moonlight coming through. Granted, where are we at? New moon was a couple days ago. The moon is 4 days old. I have my own moon app to track where it's at, just because I exist in the cycle with the moon, or at least I've noticed that in myself. So I figured I might as well download an app and keep an eye on it. Tell me more about your dreams. I love talking about dreams, if you want to anyway, but same. My dream last night was wild, to the point that even I woke up this morning, or like I woke up in the middle of the night from it, and I was still like experiencing it as I was sort of back here in my body too. Is it possible to track yourself accurately with the lunar cycle? For me, yeah. I mean, I know where I am in my like menstrual cycle and my energy and my kind of what I'm needing with the phases of the moon, to be honest. And it shifts. Like, there's been different times in my life where it has shifted to be more in aligned with like full moon versus new moon versus quarter moons. But yeah. Like I said, it's just, I don't know. It's a tracking tool that works for me. So, and I definitely know the full moon brings a lot of energy. There's a lot of excess energy. I sleep terrible on the full moon because I could just like feel it all like coming into my like gut. Like the full moon is when my stomach and when my like my gut, my stomach is just like feels really full and really bloated, and like I have a ton of excess energy around that time. And then the new moon is kind of like a recharge, but I also just get crazy dreams throughout. But I have noticed for myself that people act weird around the new moon. Well, yeah, people will act weird around not the new moon, the full moon. Things get kind of weird around the full moon with all the excess energy coming in. They're not kind of aware of it. Okay. Yeah, you just might be in a new phase of your life if it flipped. Because sometimes you're in a phase of healing and growing, and sometimes you're in a phase of like putting your energy out there and like doing. Do a lot of astral projections. No, don't apologize. Thank you for the paragraph. I'm just reading it. Astral. Okay. You might be... What do I want to say to this? Well, first of all, thank you for sharing. First and foremost, thank you for sharing. Yeah, that just it's really interesting because I feel like without tuning into you specifically, it just kind of sounds like you've just been doing some really like deep healing in the night, which been there. So you're not alone in that regard, but it sounds like you're just doing a lot of like energy work, a lot of deep healing, a lot of reflecting, a lot of like vivid experiences to help you. So that way it's like you're facing them in the night, so that way or like you're processing and doing the things you need to do in the astral plane during the night. So when you're coming back into your physical body here in this reality, you're good to go. Let me ask you this. Do you dream a lot of going to the bathroom? Is that something that has come up in your dream? Have you noticed? How do you spell that? Not a valid word. Darn it. There's a... Oh, could be. Crepe. Crepe! But yeah, I was gonna say, if you're going to the bathroom a lot and you're in the night, which maybe you're just typing, but if not necessarily like you waking up to go to the bathroom in the night, but if like you're dreaming that you're using the bathroom, that to me is a good sign, because that's you like energetically releasing what's no longer serving you, and it's just being depicted as bathrooms. This is green. That's not green? Greet? It's not Greet? Oh my gosh. It's about to be Greek. No! Alright, well, I failed this one. Is it greed? It's greed. Alright, well. That's unfortunate that I will not be able to get this right, or get this done, but hold on. Let me do one more guess, and then I'll come back to your message. Got one E and R. I don't think that's. Oh, you can't even. Zoomed in too far. What? Alright, I'll just read what you put, because I'm like, I don't freaking know. And I messed that up anyway. Okay, said a few times for recreations of what I did in the astral. And I sleep, it's like the dream recreates what happened, but when it does, I feel the regrets of those actions. I remember after that dream I had a day ago. See what happened. Get things. I feel like I've been greedy a lot, not as much more, but I think I'm trying to reflecting. Yeah, I was like, I'm just like reading that first one, and I'm like, what are you doing in that astral that's making you feel regret? Um, but you just said greed. Hold on. What do I want to say about this? Or it's like, yeah, no, yeah, that's totally fair, and you don't have to add anything. Like, share what feels comfortable for you, please. Like, don't let me. I'm a curious individual, and I'll ask questions, but you have every right, and I will respect you being like, yeah, no, you're good. Oh, and thank you for the follow. But what I was gonna say was that, oh, you can't even see my like little pop-up thing because of the white background of this. That's nice. No, what I was gonna say is just like, or I guess I'll just like pose the question to the chat, slash you slash if you want to reflect on it you can, and if you don't want to you don't have to. But it was just like, when I think about the word greed, to me that feels like a word used to control. Like it feels like a way to it feels like a way, like a word that people have used to like dim your light, dim your gifts, to dim your power, or try to like keep you away from connecting fully deeply to your power. So I think kind of my mindset around the word about the word greed. I don't know. I think if someone said, "Oh, you're greedy," I think that's a word that I would snap away. And if you're new here, what I mean by snapping away is like that's like a societal word that people have kind of projected to, or will put on others to, like I said, dim their light, or try to keep them in a box. And that's not something you need to carry if you don't want to carry. And then a lot of times that can come up in our mind as like your critical mind, that ego mind that's like, it's trying to protect you, but it's just taking on words that other people have like put there, and you don't have to listen to them. And so the technique of like snapping it away, like a mosquito snap. So it's like, if if someone were to come out there and be like, "Oh, you're fat," like someone said that to me, I'm like, first of all, I'm not taking that. Like, that is not me whatsoever. But I would snap it away, and so I'd imagine that the comment would be like the size of a bug, put it between my fingers, and I would smash it, and in my mind or out loud, I'd say, "Fuck you," and I'd watch the bug fall. Like, that's the visualization of that exercise. And so, like, if someone's like, "Oh, you're greedy," or the sentiment of like, "Oh, whatever you're doing is greedy," it's like, no, no. Like, unless you're a billionaire exploiting people and like taking advantage of very unless you're doing harm to others in how you are amassing your wealth or amassing the care for yourself, you're not greedy. That is a snappable word, in my opinion. Did that make sense? Lightseeker, I'm playing Quirtle. I have failed this round of Quirtle because you're supposed to try to guess 4 different words at the same time using the same keyboard combination, and it shows you, you know, yellow is it's in the word but it's in the wrong place, green it's in the right place. So I'm just kind of jumping around a little bit, but yeah, topic of greed, topic of words, the topic of crepes. Laughing because I saw it there. They're good to think about, good to talk about. It's good to question. I know. I figured you meant the greed one. I was just joking. But yeah, I feel really strongly about using words, or usually, like, I feel very strongly about language, and that's a lot of the times why I'm like careful, or I take a second, or I take more than a second or two to try to formulate whatever sentence I'm trying to come forward, because I'm like, what words do I want to use to be as clear as possible? Because I believe words all carry certain like energy, and also some of them carry some baggage depending on how you grew up. I know some people are like, they grew up celebrating, you know, failing, and like literally every day their child, like when I was doing my coaching program, I had one woman telling me about how every day when her son comes home from school, she excitedly asks her son, like, "Where did you fail today?" They're like, "What did you fail on today?" And like for them, that was a celebratory thing, because they're like, "That's great. Like, I'm so glad you're failing because you're learning." Whereas I grew up with the sentiment that if someone was like, "Oh, yeah, you failed today," like that to me carried a much more negative connotation. And so I'm conscious of the words I use and how I use them to the best of my ability, and I'm also like, if I start to feel myself get too wrapped up in certain words, like, yeah, I don't want to be called certain things, or I don't necessarily want to use certain words myself, but there is elements, or there are elements of like reclamations of certain words. Like one of them being a woman is had to reclaim the word pussy. Like growing up, that was very much a word that was always used in a derogatory form, or like I guess when I heard it, it always made me feel dirty, and I had to go through my own reclamation of what that meant for me, and being able to connect with my own and you like actually be at a point where I'm like, oh yeah, I can come on stream and be like, I just use the word pussy and it's fine. Like, hey Sesh Groove, welcome in. Sometimes you worry if you're guilty of being greedy. I think that's a fair and valid worry to have, and I also encourage you to, you know, question where that comes from. Like, whose voice do you hear if like you start to feel like you're being greedy? Whose voice are you hearing? Like, are you hearing a parent's voice? Are you hearing a grandparent's voice? Are you hearing someone else in society telling you that, like, their voice in your head telling you that you're greedy? Like, it's good to check in with yourself, and it's also and to understand where those judgments are coming from, and if they're yours, and if you want to continue carrying them or not, or if you're like, nah, I'm good, I'm gonna let that one go. Boundary set. Yeah. Tanya, let's see. Tanya, just your last sentence about what makes you happy is your family and for them to live a life that is fulfilling. Um, are you open to me mirroring back what comes through, or like what I sense about that, or like slash coach back slash advice back, or do you want to just? Otherwise, I'll just say thank you for sharing. Yeah. So, like, reading your last three messages, one, I'm super happy for you with your boyfriend, or like you finding your boyfriend and being able to kind of ground more into reality here. But what I would mirror back to you is both of your sentiments, the astral plane comment and also about what's making you happy now, is like both of those are, you're still finding happiness outside yourself. So astrally, you're finding happiness with the wealth that you did, like you amassed there, or that's what I'm seeing based on your messages. And then the one about your family and for them to live a happy life is like you're basing your happiness on what their actions are doing. And so my invitation to you, I think you know where I'm going with this, but my invitation to you is to like keep working on loving yourself and turning that love within you and finding that happiness within yourself for the life that you are living, and reminding yourself that you can't control what anyone else is going to do. You can send them love, you can support them, you can be happy for them, you can be happy with them, but your happiness, you'll have a really hard time in life if you're always basing your happiness on some external source. You're welcome, and thank you for being open to receiving that feedback. It's a bug. uh hold on. That little fly was like, and in the mouth we go. Oh, that was gross. That's fine. I'm good, thanks. No, you got it. It's something we all go through. But you got it. Like, I believe in you. I will share if there's somewhere that you're wanting some additional help too. I have a free quiz. I think, do I have it as a... I do. Okay. I was like, do I have this as a command? I don't remember if I made this as a command. But there is a quiz on my website that's like, where do you need more love? And it's 10 questions. You just rank the statements on your level of agreement with them. And then at the end, it gives you a PDF that's like, here are a combination of different resources. A lot of them are free. There are some paid that if you wanted to explore, but there's videos to watch, movies to watch, books to read if you're interested, topics to explore. And you can take it multiple times and get different answers or like different guidance based on wherever you're at. But that could be a good like starting point too, to see, you know, where else should I look, or like where else could I look to help. So that's an option too. No pressure though. Thanks. Yeah, they're all different things that I have done, I've tried. They're things that I found value in, and so it was just very much a like, here's my years of healing and growth and research that I did to like get to where I am today. And so I was like, that was the best way I could come up with sharing them. Be like, okay, because depending on where you're at, kind of depends on what you might be interested in exploring. Because I'm not gonna tell someone who is I'm not gonna tell someone who is like in the deep depths of depression to be like, oh yeah, well, like yeah, I probably wouldn't. No, well, hold on, I'm being stopped from that sentence. Okay, I'll just leave it at the... It's a good quiz. It's a good quiz. And they're all tools that I used and enjoyed. See if there's a different quirtle. Trying to think if I have any other like resources off the top of my head that like are standing out. Started this like, finding love within, finding love within. Lovely meeting you too. Thank you for popping in. I'll share, this one might be interested for you too, Tanya. Depending on, this video that I did, it's about a 20-minute meditation that's like melding your higher self into your being. It's like a merging. That one felt like that was what's coming forward as the other option, so. That's what I got for you. But like I said, thank you for sharing and being open to chat in this space. Yeah, Scorpio kind of going back to the like snapping away mentality. Um I'm sure if this ever makes it back to my dad. I told my dad a couple months ago that I was like, I know I'm stepping into more of like a teachery role, a leadership role, into being more in the public eye. And I did tell him, I was like, I love you. I was like, I love you. I like, you were the father I needed. You were the father I wanted. And also, please know that I will share, like, I plan to share. I know, like, some aspects of my childhood will come up as I go and as I grow. And I am like, whatever I share, please know it's not out of a attempt to, you know, shame you or guilt you or anything. Like, I've forgiven you in all the ways that I need to forgive you, and I'm good. Like, we're good. Um, so please don't hear whatever I share as judgment. Um, But that said, the voice that I get inside my head whenever I have that like critical mind coming forward that I snap away, uh, I've named that voice my father's name. So, you know, if you ever hear that your own, like, I welcome naming it. I encourage naming that critical voice and just being like, fuck off, insert name. I won't say my my dad's name on stream for his own privacy right now, but you could. I know some people that will like name it like Gary or SpongeBob or Squidward. Be like, fuck off, Squidward. Like, whatever. Like, name it whatever feels right for you. But that little gremlin inside of you. Yeah. Still like her energy or her. There's just something about it. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have all the letters for this. Hold on. It's not that. Bacon. Oh, duh. Colon. Okay. I got sound, colon, bacon, and yeah. My mom was never critical. Well, that's a lie. My I would say my mom wasn't really critical of myself too much. It was more she was critical of herself, and because everyone told me that we looked just alike, I took her criticisms on because as my own. Um Dad wasn't really. Yeah. Fair enough. Appreciate y'all sharing. I think this is my last guess. Yeah. Like, Tanya, I relate, but it's just like, it's the exact opposite. It's like my dad was the super always wanting perfection, and my mom was the like, leave her be ish. So. Alright, I'm phoning a friend. Anyone got this last word? Look in this top right corner. LAR something. 2 letters left. Is lardy a word? Oh, lardy. I'm gonna see if there's any other guesses before I guess that, just because I'm like, I don't. Could it be D? No, it can't be D. The D is not in that word. LAR, and then it could be any of these like lighter gray letters, so like the QWYP FHJKZXW. Or it could have an extra one. Like, part of me is like, is it Larry? But I don't feel like these would give you a like person's name. Are bacon and golden? Yeah, I know. Alright. I was like, is LARPy? We LARPing out here? That's not a valid word. Nope, it's not Larry. Okay. I mean, I guess it could technically have another A. It's like... Yeah. Hey! You did it! Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for my phone a friend there. It worked. No, Lardy has a word. No, sorry. There's another... I'm terrible at trivia. Are you all good at trivia? You want to play some trivia with me? There's like a... What the heck is the name of the daily trivia? Hold on. Okay, let's try. Daily dozen trivia. There's usually 9. Where is the 9th tile? What? I feel like I gotta take a picture of this. There's usually a... It's like, I thought this one usually has in the middle a, like a celebrity mashup. Alright. Anyone know any NFL? David something and Kevin Booth, David Bass, Chris Snee, and something were the starting offensive line for what team in the 2010 Super Bowl? You girls got no idea. Maybe we shouldn't. I just like skipped the sports one. I don't do sports, or at least I haven't. I don't watch sports. I haven't watched sports in I don't know how long. It's funny. I don't watch like sports when they're actively on, but I don't mind the like quarterback NFL. Oh. Like I don't mind the quarterback NFL Netflix series just because I think it is interesting. Alright, well maybe we'll just like... Here we go. 2010s. Where was I at that time? I don't know. Let's go Packers. Not Packers. I have no idea. And NBA, we're just gonna... College basketball. I didn't do any of that. Let's do snacks and candy. While the American version of this popular chocolate bar comes in a brown wrapper with green print, the UK version comes in a blue wrapper with white print. Popular chocolate bar comes in a brown wrapper. The chocolate bar with brown wrapper and green print, is that like the Three Musketeers? I don't think it's Snickers. Anyone in here from the UK? Milky Way? Does Milky Way have green? Ah, that's the Milky Way. Nice. This man received a Best Actor nomination for the 2025 Apple TV series The Studio. Anyone seen The Studio? I'm not familiar with the show. I know, right? This man received a Best Actor nomination for... I don't know, who's out here? What even is The Studio? We're cheating, I guess. No. Seth Rogen, probably? This is exactly how trivia is meant to be played. Movies. This is, music. The lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. Oh. Mm-hmm. It's day and night, isn't it? Day and night. Okay, here we go. Alright, those are all the ones we're doing. I don't know Cars. Unless anyone else here knows what the Cube, Quest, and Juke are discontinued models from this auto brand. Nissan? You came in pretty fast with that, so let's see. Nice! Okay. There's like a... Oh, gosh. There's another, like, daily food trivia. Food guesser, that's what it is. Okay. Goat? Okay. Goat or goat milk, salt, rennet. We have to guess what this food... or the country? Where is this dish from? This dish is a traditional squeaky cheese known for its mild, slightly sweet flavor and distinct caramelized crust. Crafted from a cow or goat milk and is typically baked or grilled until golden brown, often served warm. It pairs deliciously with honey or jam. Is this a brie cheese? Where's brie cheese from? Borders Norway. To the east, I think. What is the order? Is that Sweden? Finland? Finland! Oh, it looks like you could have got Sweden or Finland. Alright. Nice. We continue. Got crab. Hold on. This dish features crab cooked in a fiery aromatic sauce made from a blend of chili peppers, garlic, shallots, and spices. Sauce is rich and savory with notes of sweetness. Often garnished with fresh lime and herbs. It creates vibrant, flavorful seafood lovers seeking eat. Looks like a weapon. Yeah, this looks like something you'd see in Dark Souls. Sweet and savory, though, crab. Sweet and... Or rich and savory? Garlic, ginger, lime? Guess there isn't. It's more savory. No, it's got palm sugar. Yeah, I was like, this is giving me Asian... Where? I'll do Thailand. Let's see. Well, that's cool. It is southeast of Thailand. They're making this in Australia. That's warm. It's northwest of Australia, so it's between the two. 3 guesses remaining. It's called... I don't know how you pronounce that. Kepiting Sauce Padang? I'm so sorry for everyone who knows what this is. Korea would be too far up. It's east or southeast of Thailand and Australia, and so it's like here's Thailand, here's Australia, Korea would be up here. So we're looking somewhere in like the Philippines region. That's warm. It's south of the Philippines. What is between the Philippines and Australia? A bunch of little islands, but I don't know the name of those islands. Is Malaysia above? Oh, we can do Malaysia. I think Malaysia is above, though. Philippines. It borders Malaysia, okay? But it's still southeast of Malaysia. Get any other hint? You're saying Indonesia. I'm gonna learn my... It is Indonesia. Good job. But this photo was taken in Japan. What the heck? Alright. Fried food, all brown, with some Reynolds wrap in the background. Alright, it's a savory fritter made from salted codfish, which is rehydrated, shredded, and mixed into a seasoned batter. Typically includes flour, baking powder, garlic, herbs, and spices, creating a flavorful blend, then deep fried until golden brown, or golden and crispy. Enjoyed as a snack or appetizer. Combination of salt, savory, and crunchy textures. So it's a salted codfish chip. Yeah, right. Garlic. God. This is also, are we not? Let's go up to Sweden. Very cold, okay. This is west. Okay. Canada out here? Nope, not Canada. It's southeast of Canada, west of Sweden. I was like, yeah. No. Southwest of Iceland. This is the UK? Right, people, and now we're just really cold? Is this the United States? Puerto Rico is nowhere close. I was so far off. I don't think I would have got that. Yep. I do not think of fried cod patties as, yeah, right there. Yeah. I'm decent with. I did a lot of GeoGuessr for a while, so I got pretty good, but I haven't done it in a while, so it's definitely needing a refresher on everything. I was like, I don't think I would have figured out Puerto Rico was that dish. Damn accent, I know. I am a woman after all. They got those targeted ads for me. It's like where in the world? Yes. Same game. I don't remember the name of it. Well, Wordle, that's what it is. Guess the country from its shape. This is giving... Is this Puerto Rico? Or south of Puerto Rico, about 700 kilometers. What is South Puerto Rico? Oh my gosh, what is on the... Yeah, that's what I was saying, that the Indonesian dish was the Japanese photo. Oh my gosh, what is it? Is it this? Tobago? No. 800 kilometers to the west of Trinidad and Tobago. Cuba? Definitely not Cuba. 1400 to the southeast. There's so many. I was just saying how I had a decent idea, but this is I just haven't got to refresh my mind on the world, you know? I can see it. I can see where it's at on the map, but I don't know its name. Guess let me look through. No. It's somewhere in the Latin America, South America, yeah, somewhere in that region. But it's south of Puerto Rico, so I think it's like right on the like right, the northeast corner of South America. Like that's where I'm picturing it. I think, unless this is on, I don't know, kilometer distance. I'll just scroll through the list until I find one that looks... Nope, not Costa Rica. All right, this is going great. We'll get better. We'll get better. Looking, scrolling, we're looking. I know, I was like, I know there's a lot of saints type of islands down in that area. Maybe it is a saint. Wrong direction. Like we're bouncing around it. I don't think it's Panama, but we're gonna guess Panama. Caraco. Yeah, no. There's another round. Can you guess 3 neighbors? No, I couldn't even guess where it was. You think I can guess its neighbors? I was like, these are its neighbors. These 2 tiny ass islands. Whatever that is. And whatever that one is. Nope. There's other ones. This what I want to play? No, that's... Yeah. Blah blah. There we go. This is the other one. Click on the globe. Enter the name of any country to make my first guess. Alright, let's... I did not mean... how did they even spell it? This doesn't... Okay, we're gonna... blah, 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 Peru. Oh, thank you. Saw me panicking. Alright, well, for giggles... See, it doesn't recognize it. And I don't know how to use the C here, even if I like copy this. Don't want to pin the message. I'm trying to copy it. Nope. This one doesn't recognize that as a country. I put it in there and it's like, did you mean Croatia? Yeah, these developers need to update their database. Also, welcome to chat, Danger Zones. Glad to have you. Alright, well, we know we're somewhat close because we're decently warm here, so let's check out Brazil. No, let's go to Uruguay and Paraguay is down here, right? Oh my gosh, Uruguay. That's colder, wrong direction. Okay. Puerto Rico. Right. Don't judge me. Panama. Warmer, alright. Yep, we're moving up to Latin America. Guatemala. Guatemala's adjacent. Does Honduras also adjacent? That's not how you spell Ecuador, thank you. Nope. Oh, that was way wrong. What is... It's El Salvador! Woohoo! Thank you. Alright. I think have I played all of the ones that I could think. Oh, there's like a Chrono Guesser game. Chrono Photo. Okay. Beer, this is boring. Beer, we had. This is looking pretty like... No, I was wrong. Not 1919, it was 1933. You know, I was looking wartime-ish. A young child on a computer with lots of toys, zooming with her friends. What's she got in the background? Got a pop toy. Got some Lego-y things. This is like 10-ish years ago. You think it's 2023? Welcome to Chat Pack Meal. Alright, I'll admit if I'm wrong, but I'm gonna guess 2015. It was 2020! Oh my god. Damn. Damn. I am... That just... Wow, okay. That computer just looked old to me. But, okay. I was wrong. I was wrong. We continue. Oh, man. Look at this bowling alley. I missed that detail. Yeah, look at this bowling alley. People manually resetting the pins. Pesky ads. Google Chrome removed the ability to have the ad blocker. Alright. I guess 1919 on the first one. Oh, this one where... Oh, you're also saying 1919? Alright. Alright, alright, let's try it again. 1910! Oh my gosh. Is this Dolly Parton? This looks like Dolly Parton. This is like, how old is Dolly Parton now? And how many years ago do we think this was? This is like 80s hair, 70s hair. Look at this mullet and stash going on in the background. Got 76, we got Dolly in her 20s, 30s, 1985. I'm gonna do a 20-year gap you gave me there, Tanya. I guess maybe closer to 10, but we're gonna go 82. Let's see. 88. Okay. Damn. I feel like that hair is coming back. I definitely see a lot of men with the mullets and mustaches like that now. Military garb, smoking cigarettes. I hear ya. You're saying this is post-war? Which war? I laugh to ease the... What does the poster look like? Yeah. There's some Chinese, Japanese symbols going on back here, maybe. There's a light bulb hanging from a string, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. People like that as the vibe. We're gonna go 52. 44. Yeah. Now we're close. Now you're doing so much better. Alright. Did not do super hot. This is the closest. There's that new sticker. Okay. Yeah. Okay, there. I know there's one more chrono guesser. Oh. This is... That's not what I thought that was going to be. The chrono photos. There's another one. Continue the game. Okay, so this one, all right, if you like the chrono photos, now we have to figure out, pick a date, and we also have to pick where in the world this is. So we are at some fountain. Oh, I can zoom in. This is giving me like this is giving me like 70s vibes. I think this is England. It is English. I don't know a place in America that has a big ass fountain like that. On the right. Alright, where in England? I don't know a place in New York that has this type of... Maybe it does, but this This doesn't feel like America to me. We're gonna... I was 5 years off. And I was so close. The Shaftesbury Memorial Fountain, Piccadilly Circus, during the summer of '69. It was the summer of '69. I don't know if that's an actual song or if the right number there, but that's what we're going with. Oh God. I don't like this one. Well, he's got bagpipes going on in the, yeah, in the background. So I'm like, is he on a official visit? Where are we? Or was it this week? LOL. They really get them in here fast. Yeah, this... Okay. Is this me showing my ignorance? Hold on. Where is Scotland? I thought Scotland was... Oh, here we go. Had to zoom in. Go. Ah, I should have stuck with the other guess. Glasgow would have been closer. It was 2016. Find a golf course near the coast. Yeah, 2016. Yeah. Well, we'll just go to the next round. That one was unexpected political, but, you know, here we are. What is this an ad for? I was like, please. For Ukraine. Oh, Ukraine. Yeah. Balkan states? Is that what that's the Ukraine flag? Or are you saying... They all got the... That's not Ukraine? I mean, maybe not Ukraine now. I've also never been over in that area, so... Alright, Balkan states. Where... Blue over yellow? Oh, you right. Right? Isn't Ireland this... No. I don't know my color, or my color orders of flags, guys. I'm like looking at all the... red, white, green. But... Okay. Budapest and Hungary it is. What year? This is... I don't know, this feels at least in the 2000s. 2010s, 2015? ...2016. It was in Tajikistan. Alright. Interesting, interesting. Was not... That's alright. We're learning together? ...2016. It was recent. Alright, we're getting a lot of recent ones. I say as we get an old-ass photo. News. Highlights from the news. Revolt blazes in Iraq. Princess Margaret in Canada. Destroyer rams dock. Rugby League third test. Something Dunkirk at Sydney something. Commandos invade Sydney. Alright, where are my nerd? We got... Adults to... I don't know. 26, $2.60. Child, $1.30. Theaters. I read your comment, Scorpio. I'm gonna deny it, but actually, yeah, but it's funny. Likely, I think this is Australia. What's above the hat? Case of the Tar Barrel Murders, a new Scotland Yard featurette. Gas heating, low prices. Something seats. Empire Games special. Australian stars scoop gold medals. Bugs Bunny, Nightmare Hair. League third test. And a Joe McDoakes comedy. Oh gosh. And like part of me is like, this is New York, and another part of me is like, I have no freaking idea. And the black and whiteness, I'm like, they could just like black and white the photo to make it look... I'm gonna go 50s, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I was like... We're gonna... Let's do this. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Two Australian gentlemen standing outside a newsreel theater in downtown Sydney. 3 years off. And only 82 kilometers from the correct location. Right. Alright, let me bring you back over here. That was fun. That was good. That was enjoyable. Thank you for Thanks for gaming with me, gamers. Like, let me pull things up. Yeah, newspaper on a screen. I don't know. That's interesting. I mean, what is the news except potentially watching the newspaper on the screen? Maybe. The Bugs Bunny thing sort of helped date it, I feel like. My glasses. My glasses. There we go. I was like trying to read that without my glasses on was not gonna work. It was still fun. It was still quality time together. Alright. I'm gonna go log off, I think, for right now. I'm gonna go make some dinner. And then I don't know. I might jump on later to do more of an offering stream. I am still kind of feeling a little bit tired, but that was nice. So otherwise I will jump back on tomorrow and do some more stuff too. Does that feel right? Yeah, I'll probably stream again tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for stopping in. If you're new and anything else, or that you just checked me out, thank you. California. Nice. You're welcome, Tanya. Welcome. Thank you for sharing. Like, I don't know, I love this little community that we're carving out here on the internet of people across the globe supporting, growing, learning, loving, being authentic, like showing up for one another. So thanks. Don't stop. Keep being yourself. Keep healing, growing, choosing love. And I will see you again soon. I send you all so much love and light, and we'll talk again soon. All right. Bye, my loves. Da, da, da.